I'm about to walk into the poker room and I will not leave. In fact, I cannot leave until I make $3,000. I don't know how long this is going to take. It could take a couple hours if I'm lucky or a couple days if I'm not. I'm prepared either way. I'm not walking out of there until I make $3,000. Now, it's about 3:28 p.m. right now. I probably should have started earlier. That's my bad. So hopefully we can get this done before midnight. That's kind of like my tentative goal. But yeah, I'm not walking out of there until I make $3,000. There is one out that I can take if for whatever reason I can't complete the challenge or I feel like I can't. I don't think this will happen, but my out is I can donate $1,000 to charity to get out of there. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I don't want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I want to make $3,000 instead. Let's go. All right, I'm going to get my last look here at the sun before walking into TCH for who knows how long. This is going to be my home for the foreseeable future, and I decided to buy in for $1,000. Hopefully won't need to rebuy. Let's go. We get sent to a brand new 2-5 table, which I don't really like because new table means there's not a ton of money in the game yet, but everything is okay when you get aces. Literally 10 minutes in, I get pocket aces. And there's a raise and a 3-bet before it even comes to me. Okay, yeah, let's 4-bet. This looks really, really strong, but hopefully they're strong too. And the guy who opened is kind of on a short stack, and it looks like he's thinking about going all in, but finally he makes the fold. Back on the 3-better, and he does go all in. So yeah, I'm gonna call. We decide to go twice. Let's look at these runouts.
2 times.
I have aces, yeah.
Ace king, yeah.
Pretty freaking clean, man. What a start. It sounded like he had ace king, so just a sick cooler where, yeah, it's like almost impossible for me to lose. Guys, literally 10 minutes in and already we're a third of the way through the challenge. And shortly after, we're on the button again with a strong hand. Not aces, but ace queen. There's a raise, a call. I'm going to 3-bet, and now the guy who raised originally is going to 4-bet. And here I am with the parking lot hand. Don't like facing a 4-bet with this one. If I had ace king, the decision would be a lot easier. If I had ace jack, the decision would be a lot easier too. But what do you do with ace queen here? And this guy is staring me down. I kind of suck at live tells, but usually when somebody looks strong, that means they're weak, and when they're trying to look weak, that means they're strong, right? And he's just staring me down. I get the sense that he really, really, really wants me to fold. And when that's the case, you shouldn't fold, right? So I go all in, and he snap calls. Whoops. Well, we're gonna go twice again. Let's see the runouts. Yeah, it's better to be lucky than good. Like a lot better to be lucky than good. Not necessarily how I'd like to win, but we'll take it all the same. And guys, we are up heaps already. Literally 30 minutes of play. So after just half an hour, we're already over halfway through the challenge. This might be a short video. Then about an hour in, we get aces for the second time today.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
The straddle's on, there's a limp, small blind goes 50, I'm right after him. Of course I'm gonna 3-bet, and guys, this guy's got a lot of chips in front of him. If I can stack him, the challenge is over. Literally 1 hour in. I plan on being here all night, so if I finish this early, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Might have to call up one of my hoes, you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. I don't have any hoes. That was a bluff. But I'm not bluffing here. I've got aces, and it gets back around to him. I would really love to see a 4-bet. I would really hate to see a fold. We get something right in the middle. It's a call. And the flop is pretty dicey. Queen 9-6 all clubs. And he does something kind of strange. He's just going to lead right out here, 125. Now, I'm pretty sure I have the ace of clubs, but whoop, check that. I do not have the ace of clubs. So if he flopped a flush, we are completely fucked. And I'm not really sure what to make of this lead. Again, he could have a flush, he could have a set, or he could have like a queen or a big club that he's trying to see a turn with for cheap, right? But I'm not going to raise just yet. I make the call, and the turn is pretty inconsequential. Offsuit 5. And now he bets again, and pretty big, $500. And he's got about 600 behind this bet. So I think the decision point is here, right? Do we fold if we believe him, or do we go all in to protect our hand? And yeah, I just don't totally believe him. I think he could just have a naked ace of clubs. I think he could have like ace queen. Not totally sure how many offsuit hands he could have. I mean, could he have jack 10 offsuit with a club? I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna find out. I go all in. He looks over the board, says he's just making sure, and then he makes the call. So that doesn't sound very good for us. River is a pretty good card actually, but it doesn't matter. He flopped a flush and he got the absolute maximum. Maybe I could get away, but to be honest, man, when you put a lot of money in with aces, you just kind of have to accept that. If they beat you, they beat you. It's kind of hard to get away at that point. And yeah, kind of a disaster. The hot start has just been totally canceled out. And I actually lose a couple hands after this and decide to add on for 600. So we're in for 1,600 total. That means our target is 4,600. Long way to go, but hey, we go again. And well, after a chaotic first hour, things kind of settle down. And I start to cook. Not in a huge performative, like, you know, Japanese hibachi style restaurant way, but just in like a at home, cooking for you and the fam. Really in your groove, you know, you got 2 pans going, something in the stove, cutting up onions on the side. You're just in total control of the situation. And yeah, get a couple of bluffs through, mostly some 1-2s, a little bit of 1-2-3 action. So that's bet flop, bet churn, bet river. Then we make a nice little call down with a pair of 8s. And I've got my stack up to just over $2,000 now. At the lowest point, I think I was down $200 or $300. Now we're up about 400. Just getting ready to play another big one. And there's only one hand I'm comfortable playing big pots with, and that is pocket aces. What, you guys don't get dealt aces all the time? That's weird. Couldn't be me. And again, I've got him on the button. There's an open. I 3-bet. He makes the call, and we see a beautiful flop. And that is one that is drier than the Sahara Desert. 9-4 deuce rainbow. He checks. Gonna bet small. He makes the call. Turns a 3. Maybe not the best card, but not one I'm overly concerned with. He check calls once again. And the final card is pretty weird. It comes an ace. So yeah, we have top set now. We only lose to a 5, which is pretty unlikely. But I don't like this card. I think this is going to really scare him if he has like a 9, pocket 8s, pocket 7s, pocket 10s, you know, all those kinds of hands. They hate seeing this card. And as a result, I hate it too because I don't think I needed it. But when he checks, let's try anyways. I go 450, looking for some value. He thinks for a while, but he makes the right decision. He makes the fold. So yeah, ace wasn't the best river in the deck there, but we've got our stack up to over 2.3k now. And look, obviously after that crazy hot start, I would have liked to be in a better position at this point, but we've only been there for about 2.5 hours and up $700. That's a pretty good hourly. If I can stay on this pace, we're gonna do just fine. And we're back on the button and we've got ace 9 suited this time. There's a limp, an open, I 3-bet, and both of the players are going to make the call. So we're 3 ways going into a big flop here. Ace, king, 6 with a flush draw. Action checks to me. I've got top pair. I'm going to keep betting. And only the player in early position makes the call this time. Turns the deuce of diamonds. So 2 flush draws out there now. He checks. He doesn't have a lot behind. I put out 200 and he goes all in for I think like maybe 50 more. Could be beat here, but of course for this price we call. And the river is really good for us. It's an offsuit deuce. So all the draws missed. We're probably at least chopping. And when I show my hand, we do win. And he frustratingly shows queen 10 offsuit. Which, yeah, I'm no poker coach, but I don't know about that one, brother. Anyways, over 4 hours in, we've got our stack up to about 2.7 now. Then I get ace queen again. I 3-bet an open. And he goes all in, but he has a really short stack, like $300. So I'll go with the ace queen once again here. Let's look at these runouts.
No ones or ties? Okay. 2 times, sir. Probably not.
I think they have the same hand.
Ace king, ace high.
Ace queen, ace queen.
Anybody win? Oh, did he scoop? You can't do that. I don't understand how you're always like one better.
No, you can no pair. Yo, I was making the vlog for sure.
Just go hard with ace queen all the time.
Runs so good.
So yeah, I didn't really like those boards, but we were up against the perfect hand. I'm running really good in these all-ins tonight. And with that, we are once again halfway done with the challenge. So it wasn't for that second time I got dealt aces. We would be there already, but shit happens. We're still in a pretty good spot here. 5 hours in and halfway there. If it takes another 5 hours, that would be great. But I kind of go into a lull. Get dealt ace king, make a big squeeze, get called by one player, flop is awful. I bet anyways, looking to jam non-consequential turns. But when it comes to 10, there's just so much that beats us and so much that has like too much equity to fold. I was just going to shove for about a pot-sized bet on the turn if it came, you know, like a deuce or a 3 or something like that. But here, I'm just going to check give up. He goes all in, and yeah, I'm out with my ace high. And then I start getting a little antsy, feeling a little bit cooped up in here. And I start to try to force the issue. I'm opening jack 8 offsuit under the gun. I'm flopping nothing. I'm churning nothing, but I go for like a creative little bluff raise here.
Why?
Get cold called, so yeah, that guy probably has a 5, and then the player that let out is actually gonna re-raise, so yeah, really nice read there, KDog. Muck. Then I'm flat calling with 9-8 offsuit.
Why?
Flopping a pair, putting some money in. He keeps betting on the turn, not sure if I have the best hand or not, but I think I can get him to let go of a king at some point. So I just raise it up right here. He makes the call, then the flush comes in on the river. And now I'm not sure because it kind of looks like he could have a flush draw the way that he's played it. So I'm just going to check give up and get shown jacks. Probably could have fired another barrel there and tried to get him off that hand. But yeah, I'm just playing way too many hands, trying to win every pot. And my stack's all the way down to 2.2 now. So I'm only up about $600. And we're nearing midnight at this point, guys. I really haven't been getting dealt that many good hands. And yeah, like I said, just forcing the issue. I need to take a breather here. I'm going to get some food and fuel up. By the way, if you ever come to TCH, you got to get the salmon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Sensational stuff.
But yeah, the morale is pretty low. I've been here for like 8 hours or something, and I'm up like a few hundred, I think, still. But yeah, it's not great. I had like a super hot start. I actually was like worried that I would win too fast, if you can believe it, because I was up like, you know, almost 2K in like the first 30 minutes, I think. But yeah, it hasn't gone like that since then, so morale is low, but it's okay. Let's get back to it.
Okay, now that my belly is full, hopefully my brain is too, and we can actually start playing good poker again, right? We get pocket sixes, go super multi-way to a flop, and there's only one over, so I keep betting. 2 guys call, and the turn's another queen. I'm gonna check this time, and the player behind puts out a small bet. When the other guy gets out of the way, I think he could still have a lot of draws. He could even be betting a 5 for this size, so I'm going to make the call, see a river, comes in offsuit 9, I check, hoping he checks back, but he bets again, and he bets small, so I don't know. He's probably not bluffing, but it's such a good price, right? Let's just see what he has. I got to take risks to make this challenge anyways, and well, he has trips with the highest kicker. Oof. It's past midnight and I am going the wrong direction. Then I get 7-6 offsuit. Why wouldn't I raise this hand?
Stop it. Get some help.
And only one player calls. Ace high board. Gonna bet. Try to get him off whatever he has. But he calls. Turns the 3 of diamonds, so 2 flush draws out there now. I, of course, don't have a flush draw, but I block both, so that's gotta mean something, right? I'm gonna bet again, and he calls again. River brings in the backdoor flush. Diamonds come in. I've got nothing, but yeah, I can't check over 7 high here, because like, what if he has, you know, like queen 10 of hearts? And I think I can still get him to fold an ace. I'm gonna bet pot 225, and he calls with a 4. So yeah, fair enough. And look, man, I am not playing well, to say the least. And it's past 1 a.m. and I'm looking around. There's not a lot of action at the table. The road to 3K is very much uphill, and I am like barely even at this point after playing for about 10 hours. So yeah, this is like I said, the morale is low. I don't like my chances. I'm gonna take my out. I'm gonna give up. I rack up the chips that I still have, and I walk out of the card room for the first time all day. Let's talk about it. Man, what a stupid challenge. Whose idea was this?
Yeah, we're all trying to find the guy who did this.
I mean, $3,000 in one sitting at 2.5. What the fuck? I mean, that's pretty difficult, actually, when you look at the numbers, look at the hourly that you have to make. Yeah, so we got here about 3 p.m. and it's past like 1 a.m. now, and I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm playing like shit, and there's like not much action at all at the table. The 5-10 game broke like hours ago, so I can't even move up in stakes. So yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this time. I'll try it again another time. But now a debt must be paid. I left before I made $3,000, so I am going to need to donate $1,000 to charity. So, you know, maybe some good can come of this, I guess. But I guess the charities of America win once again. So anyways, if you have any like charity recommendations that you have, leave them in the comments. I'll pick one or maybe a few of them to like disperse the money to. So yeah, maybe it can go to a good cause, a better cause than other degenerate gamblers. Although we need money too, man. Anyways, is there a cause for that? Could I somehow get the money back? No. Okay, we'll just do regular charities this time. But yeah, I'll try this again another time. What a great start, by the way, dude. You know what's crazy is at some point, like, you know, within that first hour when I was just running hot as hell, like, I was thinking, wow, this kind of sucks because I think I'm gonna win too quickly, and then what's the video gonna be? So yeah, that was, I guess once you start thinking like that, you're just destined to get fucked. Yeah. But yeah, I was up like over halfway through the challenge, like 40 minutes or something into the session. Went back to Earth, was down even. And then I got halfway there again at some point. Like I was at like 3.1K or something in my stack, maybe more. And yeah, it just dwindled. I don't think I ever lost like a huge pot after my aces got cracked, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I played bad or ran bad. I think it was like about even, and I finished about even. By the way, I made like $100, so it doesn't sound that good when you consider that I lost $1,000 to charity. Not sorry, I say lost, not to charity. Do those quotes make sense? I don't know. Yeah, pretty long day at it. It is what it is, I guess. I think that next time I'm actually going to win money at poker because this is like 3 in a row where I don't. So yeah, stay tuned for next week where we give away $1,000 to charity. And again, if you have one in mind, feel free to leave a comment. I read all of them. So yeah, I mean, again, at least it's going to a good cause. But whenever I do this challenge again, no shot the charity wins. No shot. The gambler has to win sometimes, right? Anyways, see you next time on the KDog Poker Vlog.